Hello and welcome back to some more Danganronpa 2, Hello Despair Disease, where in the last episode, everything went wrong, constantly, nothing made any sense, we just flew completely off the rails at every available opportunity. Hajime was an idiot, everyone was an idiot, but especially Hajime, because he saw a video of someone walking up to a ladder with a noose above it, and he's like, what interesting footage, let's continue to watch this instead of running to the music venue to try to stop whatever's about to happen. So that's stupid. And then I was so caught up in the stupidity of everything that was happening last episode that I didn't even comment on the fact that Ibuki and Hiyoko are dead. Which I've never experienced such whiplash before from two characters dying one after another. Because on the one hand, it's like, Hiyoko's dead. That piece of shit is finally gone from this goddamn game. But then on the other end of the spectrum, it's, wait a minute, why is Ibuki dead? Why? I mean, I guess it's better than Chiaki dying, but I mean, we know she's not gonna die because she's the traitor. But still, like, really, Ibuki? Why though? We just joined a music club. We were just starting to get to. God damn it, game. I just can't catch a break. But I've thought about it some more, but since the last episode, because it's the next day that I'm recording this now, I needed a break after the insanity that was the last episode. And I thought of something. And what I thought of was, to put it simply, there is no way in the world that whoever the killer was would have had enough time to set up, because we walked into the music venue once and we saw Ibuki's body hanging there, and then we left, came back, the door was somehow locked, and then when we broke open, in a matter of like less than 5 minutes, no, not even that, less than like 2 minutes, Hiyoko was strapped to the pillar, tied around it with a lot of different substances to make sure she was stuck against the wall. And I don't get how any of this was supposed to work, but I guess that's what we're here today to find out. Let's begin the Deadly Life section, everybody.
A body has been discovered. Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin.
Are we really gonna get two? Okay, we don't need a second. We really didn't need to hear them both. 2 body discovery announcements in a row. That means the hanged body with a hemp bag on its head, Hiyoko's suspended body. Both of those bodies have been discovered at the same time. Yeah, also, we're doing a sequel where, just like in Chapter 3 of the first game, we're doing a double murder. We're doing a sequel. Because everyone really loved the double murder from the first game, right, guys? No, no one did. That was abhorrent, but back here we go, back at it again. Okay, well, because I'm sure it's going to be revealed at some point that Ibuki was actually murdered and she wasn't, like, suspended. You know what I mean. She was placed there to make it seem like she hanged herself, but it was actually whoever killed her. What is this? Hiyoko, and who the hell is that other one wearing the hemp bag? Could it be 2 victims? But when I was here earlier, I didn't see Hiyoko's body. I only saw it had the hanged body over there. Not even 10 minutes passed, but still, why? Yeah! What is this? Impossible, 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 impossible! It's impossible for killers to happen on this island. Have you been here for the past two chapters? You know that's not true. For now, we should lower that person wearing the handbag to the ground. Leaving it like that is just too sad. Yes, but what about preventing the scene of the crime? Sorry, preserving, you probably said. Who cares about that? There's a control panel for the baton lighting on the wing of the stage. You can lower the body with that. That one. Hiyoko ran over to the wing of the stage and pressed a button on the control panel. Roar. With a motorized sound like the growl of a starving beast, the baton lighting slowly decreased. When it ascended enough for us to reach it, we all worked together to lower the body. Now, I'm going to take off the head bag, okay? Even though I expected, I still didn't want to confront that reality. Under that hemp bag, there was no denying that the face I saw belonged to Ibuki. God damn it. Okay. It's all my fault. If only I did a better job watching over Ibuki. You're wrong. It's not your fault, Mikon. No matter how we feel, the one at fault is...
What's the matter?
Jeez, it feels like someone died in here or something. What a wacky, zany joke I've just made. So you finally showed up, the root of all evil. How dare you call your big brother the root of all evil? I even went to the trouble of bringing everyone for you.
Bringing everyone? What the hell's going on here?
Ibuki and Hiyoko?
What?
So 2 people have been killed. Whoa there! That's not all. I've also summoned the others who are at the hospital.
The others? Looks like another serious incident occurred while I was unaware. I can't believe it. This is a horrible thing. Nagito, Akane, are you okay? Huh? Oh, of course.
What do you mean, of course? Are you talking about the despair disease? Jeez, you guys, this stuff is totally over now.
It's been 5 minutes! It's been 5 minutes! And we've already... Oh, wow. Wow. Who wrote this? Who would write this? Who wrote this? Somebody sat down. Who in the boardroom said to them, so who proposed the idea of, hey, you know what we should do? Let's propose the idea of a virus corrupting the island for approximately 30 minutes, and then drop it like it was nothing after those 30 minutes are up. And then, like, how did nobody in the boardroom turn to that guy and say, okay, first off, who are you? How did you get into this building? How did you worm your way into our writing room? And then after that would say, first, and then second off, you're an idiot. What are you talking about? That's a horrible thing. No competent human being would ever write that into a script because it makes no goddamn sense. Why would you ever do this? This is why. Ugh. Hey, sure. Let's introduce the disease for 30 minutes, and then make everyone make a lot of stupid choices, and then have them all drop up. Just have it drop off the face of the earth like it never happened at all. Oh, what fun.
Yeah, because I got bored.
That sure... What a powerful motivator that is for any writing problem. Oh, do you have a problem in the story? Monokuma got bored. Snap of the fingers. I changed it. There we go. It's 6 now.
And now that the killing has started, there's no need to keep that motive around anymore. Yeah, that despair disease is gone now, so you don't have to worry about it anymore.
What the heck? That's impossible. How can you spread a disease and cure it so easily?
Who cares about the itty-bitty details?
Oh my god, game. What? You did the same thing. They did the same thing in the last episode. No, in the last game. In the end of the first game, Junko said something like,
Who are you to ask about all the logical details of my plan and all the small things? Like, who cares about logic? Fucking idiot. What do you care about things making sense? Idiot.
Like, they did the same damn thing in the first game, but now they're doing it again, because we're doing a sequel. Why? Why? It's so... Okay, well, let's keep going, game, because you're just like, who cares about things making sense?
So, let's go back to our main topic and proceed as usual. The Monokuma file. I'll be waiting at the class trial. Do your best to investigate. Again, we have to do this again.
We have no choice. Like last time, if this means one of us killed these two, then we cannot let this be.
Why do we have to do this?
Thinking like that won't do anything. We have to do this. If we don't do anything, we'll all be executed.
Abandon your overdependence and complaints this instant. Those have no place in this world.
But what about Nekomaru? What's going to happen to him? Is he not going to participate this time? Is that even allowed? Nekomaru. Huh? That's strange. I'm crying. What happened to me? Looks like lingering after effects of the despair disease. Nothing for you to worry about. So, wait. Does this game... Do these writers actually think it's, like, abnormal for people who present a tough demeanor to cry? Seriously? And the hits just keep on coming. Are you okay? Fortunately, it seems like I have nothing to worry about. Since you had the liar disease, your after effects could be lies, maybe?
Please leave Nekomaru to me. Everyone must focus on investigating, so I must do my very best. Alrighty, I'll definitely bring back Nekomaru when everyone's dressed. It seems we should leave Nekomaru to Manomi.
What about guarding this area? Do you still need it? I'll stay. I still don't feel good yet.
It's better if I stay here too, right? I should perform the other two again, right?
Damn right.
Then I'll leave that to you.
Now let's get started so we can end this nightmare for good.
That's right, we need to end this. We need to finish this once and for all. I know there's no way we can believe that one of us did this, but for those two's sakes, we need to find the truth, and then we need to end this nightmare once and for all. Oh, boy. I can't. I am dumbfounded that the writers actually thought it was a good idea to introduce a virus, have everyone make decisions about it, and then drop it like it never even happened. Who wrote this? Okay, well, you know what? At least we're done with that now, so we can move on to the investigation, and hopefully the investigation / class trial will actually be good. Fingers crossed. Like, I've been putting up with this for a while, but why is it so damn hot in here? I hate being hot. It's because your clothes are so smothering. I seriously can't stand it. I'll let you guys investigate this place. And so Kazuichi left the music venue under a cloud of grumbling complaints. But it really is hot. In fact, it's swelteringly hot. Why is it this hot? Now, before that, I need to check the Monokuma file first. There are 2 victims this time, Ibuki Miyota and Hiyoko. Ibuki Miyota's cause of death was a crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There are no other external injuries. Hyoko's Synoji's cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp edge to... Ah, Jesus Christ. It appears the death was instant. That's... Oh my god. What the... Is this it? I don't need the cause of death from the beginning, so this isn't going to be a useful clue. Yeah, well, every time you say that, you're always wrong. Hey, Chiaki. It's strange. Why did the killer kill 2 people? Because it's the 3rd case of a Danganronpa game. And what else you gonna do? I mean, the more people you kill, the more clues you'll leave, right? So I don't think it's really necessary to kill 2 people and take that kind of risk. I agree with that. Or was there a reason that they had to kill 2 people? A reason for killing 2 people? Regardless, something like this shouldn't be forgiven, so I will definitely find the truth behind this case. That's what I think. Seriously, I'd really prefer if she had a more confident-sounding catchphrase. Oh boy. Okay, well... Where's Mikon? There you are. Hey, have you done the autopsy report yet? I mean, I don't know why we need it because we have them on a Kuma file, but still.
If only I'd done it sooner, Buki might have been saved.
When did you realize Buki was missing?
After leaving Nakito's room, I went to the on-call room and that's when it came to me that I should go check on how everyone in the hospital is doing one more time before I go to sleep. And so I went to the patient rooms and noticed the Ibuki was gone. So I quickly ran out of the hospital.
So that's what happened.
And then I saw Fujigo in front of the hospital, so I asked him if he could help me look for Ibuki.
Huh?
That reminds me, where were you? I thought you were resting in the lobby.
That is a long story.
I'm sorry. It's not like I doubt you or anything. There's no way I doubt you because we've been together since this morning.
You're right. We were together until you went to the on-call room.
That's right. We were together until just a little before the morning Monokuma announcement. So I don't doubt you. I'm telling the truth. Is it alright if I continue my autopsy? If you talk to me again later, I'll tell you what I know. So please spare my life at least.
What happened to not doubting me? Okay. So, prediction. Mikon saying, "Hey, we were together all day. Therefore, I have no reason to doubt you." Is also implying that the reverse would be true, being that, "Hey, we were together. You were with me since this morning. Therefore, you know that I didn't do this. Therefore, I can't be me. Ha 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 ha." Except that that's not the case because you were only with me when I woke up. So, you could have been somewhere else all night for all I know. So there are moments in which your presence is unaccounted for. But the fact that she's so deliberately said that makes me think that they want you to think she's innocent when actually she's going to end up being the culprit, which would make sense, seeing as she was the one who was keeping watch of them all night long in the hospital, therefore she would have the one with the easiest amount of access. Which would suck because, actually that'd be really bad because they just started developing her character. So if they're really gonna make her the Blackened after, only immediately after developing her character, that would be abhorrent of a writing decision, but the game's done stranger things, so I wouldn't put it past them. Alright, who else has meaningful things to say? You're insane, you're still recovering, you're Tanaka. Probably for Higurashi, because he was the other one that was supposed to be guarding everything. Hey, Hajime, take a look at this. What? Look what's in front of this door. This is a drumstick, right? It looks like it's broken. What happened to it? If something like that is in front of the door, you'd think it might be a really big clue. Why would this be a clue? Maybe when we came to the music venue? If it won't open, the only thing we can do is you think someone, like, shoved a drumstick through the door handles to block it from opening?
I wonder if that's going to be possible.
Yeah, okay, I remember what happened yesterday. Is that what we're playing out here? The door was locked when we tried to go inside and the 4 of us charged into the door. But when I examined it, I found that this door doesn't have a lock at all. Huh? This door is designed to be pushed open, and this is the shape of the handle. If a stick was used to bar the door here, well, don't you think it would lock the door and keep it from opening? You mean you think this drumstick was used to lock the door? The broken drumstick in the floor in front of the door should be proof of that. And how was the killer able to get out? Huh? I mean, the music venue doesn't even have windows. This door is the only entrance. If they locked the door from the inside, the killer wouldn't be able to escape outside. Maybe. the killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue, and they waited until we were already at the scene of the crime to join us. You know, don't they use tricks like that in a lot of mystery dramas and stuff? If that's the case, there might be evidence of that around here somewhere. Alright, I'm definitely gonna find it. I won't let the killer get away with this. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue, huh? Like you said, that might be possible, but...
I heard what you two were discussing.
Chiaki, that was a kind of cool entrance, was it?
Besides the broken drumstick, I've also discovered something interesting.
What is it?
Look, there's a weird glob right where the right and left door touch, see?
You're right, what is this? Looks too firm to think it's rubber.
It doesn't look too like rubber, but...
I said that Chiaki bent down and scraped off the semi-transparent glob with her finger. That sure... See, this would probably weird me out more if I didn't already know she was an AI, but because I know she's an AI, it's like, yeah, she's gonna sense, she's gonna detect what substance it is or whatever.
It smells like workshop chemicals.
Workshop chemicals? Oh, okay, got it, okay, got it, okay, prediction. So, if workshop chemicals, huh? Alright, prediction, here's what happened. So, if we operate under the assumption that Mikan is the killer, she doesn't have to be the killer for this situation to be true, but we're gonna say that she is so that I can more easily say Mikan instead of having to say the killer or the culprit every time. So, Mikan is in this room, she sets up Ibuki in the noose or whatever, waits for us to come running to the music venue, and then she waits in here, hiding, because we didn't check, she didn't check the full area when we got here. We didn't check the full area when we arrived. We just got in, saw the body, ran out. So while she was still waiting in here, she would have had to deliberately break a drumstick in half to make it seem like the door was locked. Because, okay, so I guess I should probably explain what I think. I think it's glue. I think the substance between the doors is glue. And the reason why I think that is because workshop chemicals, sticky kind of substance thing, you could glue the door closed from the outside. You wouldn't have to be inside for that to be the case. So what she might have been trying to do, she might have been trying to create a locked room mystery by locking it from the outside and breaking a drumstick before she did that to make it seem like it was locked from the inside when it was actually locked from the outside, but the glue to make it seem like it was a locked mystery when it really wasn't. That's what I'm going with, because if it's workshop chemicals, it's got to be glue, and glue can be put on the door from the outside. That's what I'm going with.
I see, this thing may be a glob now, but it doesn't mean it was a glob from the start. For instance, if it was originally liquid that hardened into this, it might be possible to apply directly and smoothly in the gaps of the door.
What are you talking about?
Just as I thought, it tastes nasty.
Chiaki spat the glob out of her mouth and left the area. Besides a bit about the taste, it's okay to consider this some kind of clue, right? Yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna end up being glue. I don't know where you would get glue on this island, probably from the supermarket, but whatever. Okay, well, yeah. Anyway. So what else can we... I guess we should probably actually examine the area of the crime itself. Okay, hey Chiaki, how you doing? With her arms crossed and a thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was silently staring at the stage floor. Something drop on the floor there?
Nothing dropped, it's just dirty.
Dirty?
Hey. See? Take a close look at the floor. See? If you look closely...
You're right, there's a smudge as if something was wiped off. Wait, this isn't something. Is this a blood stain?
Yep. Well, bloodstain isn't strange. Yoko's neck was slashed not far from here. Yeah. Rather, what's strange is why did the killer try to hide it?
Hide it?
If they weren't trying to hide it, they wouldn't have bothered wiping it off.
The reason the killer wiped out the blood stain. As long as the body's nearby, there's no way they'd be able to conceal the crime by wiping up a blood stain. So what was the killer trying to hide? Good question. Smudge on the floor. I mean, I guess it could have been just being dragged toward because it's moving in the general direction of, like, you can see, it's like they could have just been dragging her body toward the pillar itself because it looks like it's moving in that general direction. I don't know. Okay. Well, I guess while we're at it, let's actually look at the... Can I... Okay, yep, right there. It's very, very awkward angle to try to get back here, but okay. Hyoko's body suspended against a pillar on the side of the stage. She's wrapped against the pillar with duct tape, and she looked like she was... Yeah, there's no way anyone could have possibly set this up in less than, like, 3 minutes or whatever. Damn it, who did this? According to the medical file, her cause of death was a slit throat. Her neck looks like it stopped bleeding, probably because of the duct tape wrapped around it. But why is Hyoko's kimono like this? Her kimono was all disheveled, also her sash is tied in the front. Did the killer do this too? But when did the killer kill Hyoko? When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see Hyoko's body there. If that's the case, Hyoko was killed. It must have been during the time I was getting everyone before I came back here. But that was barely 10 minutes. Is it really possible that the killer killed Hiyoko? And no, absolutely not. There's absolutely no way that could have ever happened. Even if it's possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window of time to do so. Because the killer must be someone who doesn't have an alibi during that time, right?
Hey!
Ah, my favorite. Do you like how they established, like, these through-the-roof stakes in the last episode where it was like, hey, we're all gonna, like, die from the disparities or whatever. We gotta take precautions to make sure we don't get each other sick and all that. Yeah, well, that doesn't matter anymore. It just dropped. It's quality writing. No, you're in the way. I don't wish to be in your way at all, but there's something I really need your help with. Help? If you look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging from inside Hyoko's kimono. So I was thinking you might be hiding something. Wait, hold on. Don't tell me you want me to search inside Hyoko's kimono. Huh? That's exactly it. Well, it would have been a problem if she were alive, but she's dead now, you know? Don't mess with me. Are you saying there's no problem with that now she's dead? Fine, if you don't want to do it, I'll just have to ask someone else. Hey, Akane!
Yo, what's up?
Well, there's something I wanted you to do for me. Looks like there's something inside Hyoko's kimono, so can you feel around for that? I don't really understand, but I just gotta check Hyoko's kimono, right? Thank you, Akane. Helping each other is such a wonderful thing. Let's see. Akane reached through the duct tape binding Hyoko as she stuck her hand inside her kimono. Damn it, she's tied up so tight I can't really reach with my hand, then just undo the duct tape. Oh, wait, hold on. There's something. Is this what you were looking for? A key? Is this a key? It looks different than the keys to the cottage, so this may be the key to her motel room. The key to her... You actually took the time to get keys?! Why would there be keys to the motel room on the... Okay. Okay, dude. Sure. Because on an island in which there's no one to man the front desk, there would obviously be room keys to the motel room. Also, no one uses physical room keys anymore. I'm sorry. This just isn't a thing. It's not, and if you're gonna tell me like, oh, this game came out in 2010 or whatever, yeah, I was in hotels in 2010, and they still didn't use literal physical room keys. That's not a thing that ever happened. Oh my god. I can't. Okay, like I'll accept that in this universe. Okay, maybe they had keys. Like I'm willing to let that one slide. I'll let it go because technically it's possible. Because it's a simulation that it's possible. It's like, hey, this hotel you have to get keys. I just find it extremely strange that the motel would even have them in the first place. Especially because isn't this supposed to be in like the distant future or whatever, like post-apocalypse? So no, yeah, there's no way. Never mind. I take it back. There's no way they would ever use room keys. Never mind. I was gonna let the game slide, then I'm like, wait, no, because this doesn't. It's very likely that the killer tampered with this evidence. Because if this is a trap, they would have put it more towards the front of our kimono, so we would have noticed it easier. Which means we can conclude this is something Hyoko would with her all along. Why would they ever have this? And also, it's not like I'm adding to that or anything. But you looked like you were curious about the condition of Hyoko's body, right, Hajime? Of course, that's why I'm investigating. It's true, there are several mysteries regarding her body. Well, just hear me out for a second. Of all those mysteries, what I think is the strangest is...
See?
The way they wrapped her body with that duct tape. It's almost like they were trying to hide the wound on Hyoko's neck, don't you think? Hide the wound on her neck? I don't really know if that was their true intention, but I guess it's a big help for our investigation. The reason for the low volume of blood is because the duct tape is acting as a compress, right? If our body was alone after her throat was slit, the surrounding area would be a sea of blood. A sea of blood, huh? 2 dead bodies floating in a sea of blood. That's enough to make anybody faint. Oh boy. Alright then. Well, that's Yoko investigated, so now let's investigate Ibuki. Wait a minute. Why are these two different? Wait a minute, the pillars aren't the same. Wait a second, these pillars aren't the same. Oh, wait a minute, wait, okay, alright, okay, prediction. So, okay, so it looks like this pillar was covered with some kind of wallpaper, right? I didn't get a good look at what the scene of the crime looked like before, like, when we first got here. Is it possible that this left pillar had wallpaper on it when we got here and I just didn't notice? Because if so, what could have happened is they could have hid the body, like they could have hid Hyoko's body under the wallpaper and then just tore it off when we got here. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, that makes more sense. That might have been what happened. Okay, now I'm starting to see it. Okay, now it's starting to make more sense. That would be much more logical than assuming that they would have been able to assemble all this in the short amount of time they had to pull it off when we got here. That makes more sense. Okay. Anyway, now let's examine Ibuki's body. Okay, that clears things up a little bit. Ibuki's body lay atop the stage. She's wearing the hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick. By the way, do you really think that they would have taken the time to dress them up in hospital gowns? I don't think they would have. I don't think they would have taken the time. They had much more pressing issues to worry about than the fact that they weren't dressed in hospital clothing. Like, that's just... No, I don't buy that even for a second. What's this on Ibuki's feet? I didn't notice when she was hanging, but the soles of her feet are dirty. Well, no, the soles of her sandals are dirty. It's blood, right? Which, by the way, I don't know. Those probably would have slid off while she was hanging in the air, but alright. But there shouldn't be any external injuries in Ibuki, if that's the case. The blood belongs to something else. Blood on the soles has been added to the truth bolt section of your handbook.
Damn right.
Hey, Jimmy, can I talk to you for a second? Sure, my favorite character. You already discovered the body before you met up with us, right? Yeah, at first I didn't know it was Ibuki because of that hemp bag, though. Yeah, but it didn't take us long after that to deduce that fact. But I knew right away she was dead since she was hanging from that rope.
Like...
Which means Ibuki must have died before Hyoka was tied up. That helps. There's no time of death written in the Monokuma file this time, so I wasn't really sure who died first. It's true their estimated time of death wasn't written in the Monokuma file this time, but I should know when Ibuki died because I personally saw it. In that video, Ibuki was climbing a stepladder on her own, so right after that, yeah. And it took you 6,000 years to drag your ass over here. Wait, hold on. If Ibuki climbed that stepladder and died right after, does that mean she committed suicide? No, that's impossible, because even if Ibuki committed suicide, doesn't explain Hyoka's death afterward. Two different deaths happened at the same time, there's no way that's a coincidence. Yeah, so what I think, okay, so... I'm trying to, okay, so the problem we have is that if it was happening in real time, is it, because I guess, if it was happening in real time, there's the timing of it, I did, never mind, I'm not going to try to theorize just yet, I have too many questions about everything surrounding this case. There's a lot of questions, because there's a lot of moving pieces from all over the map that we haven't accounted for yet, so I'm not gonna ask too many questions just yet. But I guess we should probably examine the stepladder itself. The stepladder is tipped over on its side. This must be the stepladder that Ibuki used in the video I saw.
Ah, isn't that a blood stain? Look, there's blood on the left side of the stepladder. As I recall, Ibuki didn't have any external injuries. If that's the case,
Then it must be Hyoko's blood.
that's the only thing I can think of.
A bloodstain that probably belongs to Hyoko was on the left side of the stepladder. What does it mean? Stepladder has been added to the two-bolt section of your handbook. Okay. There's what is this? There's a hemp bag, a rope, and a candle. Why is there a candle here? There's a massive candle positioned near the front of the stage. The dull light in that video must have been coming from this candle. A candle this huge might be perfect for lighting, but they didn't need to bother using a candle. They could have just used a normal... Well, they did. The stage light was on here. Candle's been added to the... I mean, when we got here... Excuse me, the stage light was... See, okay. You know, I guess I'll just say my theory anyway. I'm starting to think the video was pre-recorded. Because if it happened in real time... Like, yes, he waited until the very end of the video to run over here, but there still would have been a window of time where she wasn't fully dead yet. Like, she was just suffocating. So, you'd think that it wouldn't have been, like, I'm guessing the video we saw wasn't actually the video that was what we saw probably wasn't what actually happened. It was probably recorded ahead of time somewhere else, which would explain the discrepancy in the lighting, because obviously the light, there was a light on the stage that was on, but I don't know. There's so much about this that I don't know yet. And then of course we have this. Ibuki had a hemp bag on her head and was hanging from the ceiling. But why did she have a hemp bag on her head? Wait, huh? The hemp bag, upon further inspection, there's a Monomi decal on the fabric. Looks like this isn't just a normal bag. Yeah, that's the other thing. Is it because we didn't actually see the body, we didn't see her face, we just saw the bag? It could easily have been faked from somewhere else. Then we have the rope. It's the rope that was tied to the baton lighting on the ceiling. Ibuki hanged herself with this rope and died. From what I can tell, it looks to like a regular length of rope with no unnatural features. But despite the fact that this music venue is a storage room, there shouldn't have been any ropes in there. Which means it was obtained from the supermarket? Did the killer bring it from there? That means anybody could have obtained this rope, but it means it would be difficult to use it as a clue. I wonder if that's true. Huh? Oh, I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it? Excuse me, Mikon, do you have a moment?
What happened?
Something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged from this rope, right?
Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself.
I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself. It was obvious in the moment we discovered the body. You might not have seen it, but we all saw that she hanged herself. You're right, yep, I got it. So this rope won't be much of a clue, and I might as well search another place. As usual, I have no idea what he's up to. I mean, I'll read it again, but doesn't it just say... like it was a result of her windpipe being crushed as a result of choking. But that doesn't inherently mean the cause of death was from the hanging itself. So, yeah, I'm not gonna commit to that one just yet. We have way more evidence supporting the opposite. Okay, so what else can we interact with here? Can we interact with the panel over here? We can. This looks like the music venue's AC unit. That's right, you might be able to adjust the hot air in the music venue with this. Alright, I should mess around with that a little, like so. It's running as a heater. It's over 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I know why it's so damn hot. I better turn off the heater for now. That should cool things off a little. Okay. Good to know. I guess we should probably peel back the curtain to actually see what's behind the stage. There's a black curtain hanging at the far side of the stage. This curtain, it's not wide enough. It can't reach from one edge of the stage to the other. It's not really a full-length curtain. This curtain wasn't originally here, right? If it was, it's strange that it doesn't fit properly. It was probably obtained from the furniture section of your supermarket. Okay, everything just comes from the supermarket. See, the back of the curtain is taped for temporary use, just like the curtain at the supermarket. So you're saying someone took time to actually bring that curtain from the supermarket? If they went that far, this is probably something that the killer really needed for this crime. Why did they need it? Who knows? Well, it wouldn't be a mystery if the answers came easy. I say we check the hospital for any rooms with, large... What was the room called? The conference room. The conference room. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Okay. That's exactly... Okay, yep, it was definitely pre-recorded, because I just remembered. So, I was thinking, like, the only reason you would have needed a black curtain is if you needed this scene to match the scene somewhere else. And the reason why is because the conference room, if you recall, had that black curtain against the back wall draped over the windows. So that's probably where it was filmed. Nikon probably filmed the fake video in there. And then, which I get, so maybe that might actually justify why she had them change into hospital gowns. Was specifically so that she could pretend to be, you know what, that actually makes sense. That actually makes sense. That actually makes a lot of sense. That's why she had them change into hospital gowns, was so that she would be able to easily impersonate herself as Ibuki. So that, okay, you know what, that makes sense. See, we're starting to make sense, game. We're actually starting to make logical sense. So that's why she needed the black curtain, was so that she could easily pretend that this scene was where it actually happened. Well, it wouldn't be a mystery if the answers came easy. I mean, they did just come easy, but okay. What else can we check? What else haven't we checked, actually? We checked that. I feel like we've checked everything. I guess we haven't checked this. Oh, that's a good. Oh, I thought that was a chair or like a bench, not with. I thought that this was like the armrests, and that this was the. Okay, never mind. I thought that was a bench, not a control panel. There's a control panel on the wing of the stage. It seems like you can use the control panel to raise and lower the baton lighting in the ceiling. In fact, we use this to lower Boogie's hanged body. Speaking of the lighting, the video of the music venue I saw. It had a dim candlelight ambience to it, and it didn't look like this lighting was used at all. Why didn't they use this lighting? Was there some reason they... So, okay, so now the only problem with our theory is that we don't know how they would have been able to manipulate the signal of the... Excuse me, of the freaking recorder transmitter thing. So, I don't know.
I see. So you noticed too, Fiend?
Huh? Noticed?
So you didn't notice? Are those eyes just little glass balls? Take a good look at the baton lighting above your head. Have you not noticed that aberrant item?
Look at the baton lighting? You mean that? There's something that looks like black paper stuck to the baton lighting.
So you finally noticed, but I can't
really see it from here. I should lower the baton lighting one more time and...
There is no need. Go, Mirage Golden Hawk Jumpy. Now is the time for you to take flight. For feast your eyes upon the brave souls of my four dark demons of destruction.
A hamster launched itself from Gundam's hand and ran up to the baton lighting in the ceiling in a flash. Okay then. It started running around the stuck slip of paper in rapid circles, and then the paper fluttered downward and was definitely caught by Gundam.
You see that? Behold the power of the ultimate evil eye wielder.
Wow, that is amazing. I've never seen a hamster do tricks.
They're my four dark demons of destruction. Hamsters are merely their temporary form.
Okay, whatever you say, dude. So what's that paper?
It seems to be some kind of thick paper, though it does not have any special spell scribed upon it.
Hey, could it be a bit of that wallpaper that I told you about, like, 5 minutes ago? Methinks it might be.
It appears it's nothing useful.
Lies. That's not it. There's no doubt there's some kind of clue. I mean, the fact that it was stuck in a place like that, no matter how we think about it, is too unnatural. I guarantee you that what I said earlier about the wallpaper is going to be what that's all about. Okay. Well, I think that's everything we can check on the stage. Oh, there's a storage room. Okay, there's a storage room in here. Let's go check the... There's a door that says staff only. It looks like the inside is a storage room. I might as well investigate in here, too. Oh, dear lord. And, of course, it's you in here. Let's get this over with. Hello, Nagito. What's up? Nagito, did you come here to investigate the storage room too? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it, or is he trying to stand guard here? So how about it? Did you find any clues? A tipped over stepladder on the stage, the duct tape behind mining Hyoko? That probably all came from the storage room. There might be other things in the storage room that they used at the crime. You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end you're just going to be on the killer's side, right? Ah, I'm not siding with the killer, you know. I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it. Yeah, except the fact that your definition of what hope is changes every 5 seconds. That's the main reason why this case is really special, huh? But I can't say for certain, though. What is this guy saying? As usual, it's not making any sense. By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened. Hey, if you can explain it to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some more useful information. Really, you might end up confusing us again instead. You don't want to find the truth, you just want to make us suffer. That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well, for the sake of everyone's hope, I'll gladly become the enemy. I won't even mind when I die. That's the main reason why I can't overlook this case this time. Huh? What does that mean? Regardless, I guess you're not going to tell me, huh? But it can't be helped, I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings. Yeah, because those have aided you so well thus far. Gut feelings. You should come by later too, I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously the movie theater. Of course, obviously! Why wouldn't he be talking about the movie theater? After he said that Nagito walked out of my sight. Obviously. Of course that's what he was talking about. Why the sudden interest in the movie theater? Oh, good lord, I don't even know. Okay, oh yeah, I guess I should probably trying to look for more Monokuma dolls, because there's still one more missing, and technically we haven't, I guess there's still areas we haven't searched yet, so I'm still on the lookout, just in case we come across something that we haven't yet seen. You know, what can we examine here? Okay, we'll start with the shelf. There's carpeting, wallpaper, and paint on the shelf. That's probably used for stage decorations. This thick black paper that's folded up in the lower shelf. Hey, look at that! It's wallpaper with a piece of it conspicuously, not the report card, with a piece of said wallpaper conspicuously, where did it go? Conspicuously missing. I wonder what happened, huh? And suddenly another piece of the puzzle falls into place, as exactly as I suspected. Her body was concealed with the wallpaper. There's a lot of stickers pasted all over the front of the side of this wallpaper, and the edge of this wallpaper looks like a little torn, but what does this mean? What do you think it means? There's a mirror here. Anything interesting in the mirror? You can see your whole body in this huge full-length mirror. It's probably used for checking costumes. With a mirror this big, it'd be easy to check how you look. I guess that's everything important in the storage room. I guess we should go back to the music venue. Okay. I mean, the game tells me there's a lot more interesting stuff here, but if Hajime says otherwise, I'll happily back out. No need to investigate any more than I have to. Okay. So you think Mikan's ready for us to get an autopsy report from her yet? Well, let's check up with her.
I need a little time until the autopsy results are ready, so you can talk to me a little later. I'm sorry for being slow-witted, Slowpoke. Please don't kill me.
She definitely doubts me. Okay, well, that's about all that I have to check here, so I guess we can head out. There's just simply things we need to investigate. But you already told me. Okay, what's left to check here? Is this maybe? Broken machine. The shattered remains of a machine are spread all over the floor. Wait, is that the... Oh, I see. Okay, so Mikan broke the surveillance camera unit that was in this room and set up her own in the conference room. Somehow.
Kazuichi put it in the music venue for communication purposes. Why is it destroyed like this?
Perhaps criminal psychology is at play here?
What do you mean?
Even if they know they are not being recorded, there is no way the killer would tolerate committing a murder in front of a camera.
So that's why they destroyed the camera. Seems plausible enough.
They hesitate to murder someone in front of a camera, and that's why the killer destroyed this? Then what was that thing I saw? Okay. Alright, with this we might be able to we might be close to finish investigating the music venue. I still need to talk to Mikan. Oh, wow, I was literally I was one investigation thing away from... Okay. How about it, Mikan? Have you found anything by now?
To tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive. But it's not my fault. The music venue is just too hot.
I just turned down the heat. I just turned... Okay. Because of the heat, is that possible?
If my body's so exposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine the precise time of death.
I see, that might have been the killer's goal. They covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot, but that's weird. Well, it's not weird if the person in question would know ahead of time to do that, such as the person who literally just admitted to having the knowledge and foresight to be able to do something like that. But what do you know?
Even if this heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for that to occur at the time of death?
I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear what orders the murder occurred in. Not necessarily. First was Ibuki, then Hiyoko. Okay. Well. As long as this is an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistake in the order of the murders. Huh? Imitation murder?
Huh? You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone already knew. It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work, like a song or a film, as an eye for their—
Oh, don't even... Hey, remember in Apollo Justice Ace Attorney where they had a thing where in the third case there was a song and the whole thing was that the killer made their plan based off the song? Remember how that made no sense at all? Yeah, well, guess what? We're doing it again because it worked out so well for that game. Oh, and I guess technically we're also doing the same thing as the second case of this game, actually, where they copied the arcade machine thing. Oh, fun, 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 fun. So let me guess, that's why freaking, that's why Nagito wants me to go to the movie theater because the film is gonna...
It's so common in detective novels, mangas, and video games that you start to get annoyed by it.
Game! Pointing out the self-awareness, self-charge. Pointing out the trope doesn't mean you're not how would an imitation murder be related to this murder?
Well, based on the killing order and the way they were killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie.
That movie?
The assumption is that an imitation murder, that the reason why the killer killed two people.
The goal was an imitation killer, even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that? Excuse me, if this was really an imitation of that movie, then is it possible that one more person might have been killed?
It's certainly conceivable if the killer wishes to complete the imitation.
Hold on a second. What are you all talking about? An imitation murder? One more person might have been killed?
Are you guys worried that there's gonna be another victim? Then no worries! Things will get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people can be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fella, so I prepared a perfect countermeasure. Ahem. On this killing school trip, the same Blacken can only kill a maximum of 2 people. You mean you've added another rule?
Well, I mean, not added. That's been this since the first game, but...
Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, the Blacken would be able to secure an easy victory, right? This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains. If it is a maximum of 2 people, then there will not be any more killings? Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules and all. I see. As expected of you, you're very strict about games. I don't want to consider that this possibility at all, and I don't even want to think someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there are 2 killers? Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hyogo were killed by 2 different people.
You mean like the third case of the first game?
That would mean that 2 killers exist at the same time, but we can only vote for 1 person, right? If we can only choose 1 based on a majority vote, the other person could certainly achieve victory. Yeah, you're right. So what happens in that case? What about a case where there's 3 incidents instead of 2, or 4 incidents overlap one another? Shut up! It's okay. I'll make extra sure something like that never happens. Meaning 2 killers can't exist at the same time. So it's safe to say that applies to this case too, right? Alright, fine. There's always 1 killer at any given time. Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have you figure out who the mastermind is. Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should just shut up and go back to my cave.
I see, so there's no possibility for 2 killers to exist at the same time. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little.
Yep, that makes things a little easier.
Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people, it means a 3rd victim would be impossible. Imitation murder breakthrough.
You guys keep saying that and it sounds strange to me. What do you guys mean by imitation?
Could it be you haven't seen it?
Seen it? Seriously, seen what? What do you think they're talking about?
Like I said, that movie. When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets.
Then the imitation is...
Of course, it's an imitation of that movie.
Well, based on the murders this time, it closely resembles that movie as if they were copying it.
As if they copied the movie? I see. Nagito mentioned something about that. Yeah, I know what he said. So I guess we're gonna get to go watch the movie, huh?
I see, so you haven't seen it. Still, it's not too late, I think. It's probably a good idea if you watch the movie before the class trial starts.
Looks like I need to do that.
Then I should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate. Where do you intend to go next, Chiaki? Probably the hospital for sure. The first victim, Ibuki, was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place. Thanks to that despair disease, we could not go there for some time.
She's right. It might be good for me to investigate the hospital, too. There might be some clues related to Buki's death. The clues related to Hiroko's death, I should try going over to the motel. There's still a lot of things I need to do before the class trial. I'll definitely give my all until the end. Okay. So, I say we save the hospital for last, because I get the feeling there's going to be the most amount of clues there. And then, I guess, let's... Just to give us a little bit of a break from this whole side of things, we'll go over to the motel and see if we can get any information on Hiyoko, because I'm very, very curious to see how this key is going to play into anything. So let's see if we can find anything out here. Motel courtyard. I also don't even know why Monokuma would have put a motel here in the first place if we have our cottages and he has a strict rule against sleeping anywhere except whatever. I just remembered I never went inside any of the rooms inside the motel, plus I don't even know where Hyoko's room is. It might be faster to just ask someone. Okay. Hey, Tanaka. Which room is hers?
You're here, right? Come on out.
You talking to me?
I can see you. Did you really think you could hide your presence like that?
I wasn't trying to hide in the first place. Hey, which room is Hyoko staying in?
Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear.
I wonder, how does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? Very carefully, I guess. Okay. What do you have to say?
Hey, Hajime, can you explain to me again
What happened when you first discovered? Oh my god, we already went over this! You met it with Mikan and me. And we went back to the music venue, the entrance door went open for some reason, so we had no choice but to break down the door. Yeah, we already went over this. This is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki? As I recall... Yeah. Besides Chiaki, I also saw Gundam and Monomi.
I see. Excuse me, so Kazuichi and Sonya didn't appear, huh?
Do you think those two were suspicious?
Well, Hyoko was killed between the time you saw Boki's body and when we broke in the door, right?
Not necessarily.
So obviously those two are the most suspicious since they weren't with us.
Then that might be it, but...
While we were at it, let me tell you my alibi too. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikan panicking in front of the hospital. I asked her what's going on, and she said Ibuki disappeared.
So you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh?
While we were circling the island, we came to the motel and saw you guys there.
Did you see anyone else when you circled the island?
No, we went to the movie theater in that street full of machines to look for Ibuki, but we didn't see anyone. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anybody? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time that Mikan and I were on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Hyoko and wrapped her around this pillar with duct tape.
I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue, but the fact is Hyoko was killed and we did discover her body.
What, you still doubt me? Well, I'm used to it. It's true that I've done things that I deserve to be doubted for. So don't worry, even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete.
I want to know in advance what I have to do to end up like that. Okay. Fujiko's account has been added to the tribute section of your handbook. Okay, so the center room, does that even... I don't think you know what center room means. This is the third room from the left, and there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5, if not 6 rooms. You don't know what the center means. Okay. Unless he meant maybe the center of that wall, but even still, that's, looks like it's locked, but the key was inside her kimono. Maybe if I use this. I can't believe they have physical room keys. I can't believe they have room keys at all, but whatever. Motel guest room. Here we are. So this is a very extravagant motel. She only stayed here for a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room, but I feel a little conflicted. Oh, Sonya's already. Taoist. Wait, how did you... Wait. Were you already here? Or, oh, maybe she followed me here. Because if she was already here, how did she get into the room? Hyoko put the key in her kimono, so I used it to open it.
I see.
What, did something happen?
No, it is just... I'm starting to believe it might be my fault.
Her fault? What does she mean?
The moment Hyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right? However, her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in her room. She had another reason.
Besides that disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in her room?
Her kimono.
Her... Oh, because Mahiru's dead and she needs privacy because she can't change it, right.
Yesterday I went to go talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence it was not locked at that time. And then I saw it. Hyoko was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. She did not want to smell bad so she took a shower, but then she could not tie her sash anymore. Mahiru was no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, huh?
You are right.
The others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Hiyoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mahiru, that Mahiru kindly taught her the basics.
That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own.
She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mahiru taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did.
What did you say?
Hyoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror? Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue? If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful. Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
And that was when she kicked me out.
Cannot be.
Could it be? Hiyoko remembered that?
Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Hiyoko locked her room and made sure that she put the room key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that she was abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anyone about that before the incident, or was someone listening in on your conversation?
I never told this to anyone, and I do not believe anyone was listening in on our conversation.
Nobody knew? If that's the case, then how did the killer know Hiyoko was going to the music venue? Maybe because they have eyes and they just looked out the window and saw it? I don't know. Something's wrong. Okay. I mean, isn't there a mirror, you know, in the bathroom? Like, did you really need to leave the room to go... There's a mirror, but it's so small and rusty. Wait a minute! Hey, it's a Monokuma doll! Hey, I see you there! I see you there, peeking out around the corner. Very sneaky. Okay, so we didn't miss one. Yes, we didn't miss any. Yeah, we're still on track for 100%. So why, I don't know why they're appearing out of order, but we're still on track for 100%, baby. There's no way anyone can use this. I don't see anything that else that looks suspicious. There's no sign that someone made a mess of her rooms. I don't think she was forcibly abducted. I feel like I couldn't really find any important clues. Oh well. Okay, well, I found something. I found the final Monokuma doll of the, can I, did it work? We got it, cool. The game was pulling my aim off target, so I wasn't sure if we were actually going to be able to get it or not. But we got it. Okay, I guess, we can check the bed. That's the last thing we can examine here. The bed isn't messed up. It doesn't look like she was abducted in her sleep. Great, is that it? Can we leave now? Leave here? I guess that's all we're going to find for now. Excuse me, okay. Well, before we go to the movie theater, I'm actually going to take the time, do we have any more, can we buy any more skills? That's not, wait, yeah, we have to go here for skills, right? Oh, wait, no, right, because we're right, never mind. We already bought them all with after we did the freezer events. Right, okay, never mind. Never mind. I thought maybe we could have bought some more, but I was incorrect. Anyway, alright, so never mind. We're all stocked up, ready to go for the class trial, so I guess now all we have to do is go to the movie theater and then go to the hospital. Okay, well, like I said, we're saving the hospital for last because I get a feeling the most important stuff's gonna be there. So we'll go to the movie theater. I guess we'll watch the stupid movie. With our favorite friend in the world, Nagito! Why, hello there, Jimmy. I knew you'd come here, yeah, because you told me to be here. It means you noticed it too, right? The case this time is an imitation case in which the killer used that motive as their theme. I wouldn't know, I haven't watched that movie yet. See, that's the thing. No one would ever do this. Like, this doesn't make sense, because it's just so easy to follow the... Hey, manager, customer's here.
Did you call me? What?
Hajime's the customer.
Do you have a problem with that?
And you said you didn't want to watch it, but I knew you wanted to see it all along. If that's what Tsundere Hajime looks like, then you're a really tough guy. You were so devoted to being Tsundere, you even bought the Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million!
You paid $1.5 million for a sticker? It's nothing.
In exchange for not watching this movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. Come on, since we're talking about it anyway, why don't you show it to Nagito?
Stop it. But my resistance was in vain and Monokuma reached into my pocket and took the sticker.
See? It's this one! I'm sorry I was born stupid.
You bought this for $1.5 million?
But in the end, he's still gonna watch the movie, so then can I get my $1.5 million back? Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry me give me an invitation ticket. Okay, here you go. It already says so on the invitation ticket, but it's only effective today at this time. By the way, I can only give away one ticket per person. You only have one chance to watch it for free. I've already stamped today's date onto the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat.
Don't worry, I only plan to watch it once.
Then I'll go prepare the protection reel. Please wait a bit, okay?
Ah, Hajime, about that invitation ticket. I strongly recommend you keep that safe. Why? No reason, just think of it as a protective charm. Oh, I can't wait to find out how this is gonna play into the mystery. I guess I should just wait until Monokuma finishes his preparations. Okay, what do you want me to do in the meantime then? Do you want something from the stand? That reminds me, that item should be on top of the counter. That's okay. I see. Honestly, I forgot about that. Yep, that did not stick out of my mind at all. I completely forgot that was even a thing. My mind was too distracted by the insanity that surrounded the rest of the circumstances of this case that I completely let that slip my mind.
What's this? Whoa there! Were you interested in buying that tote bag? Well, that's just too bad. It's already sold out.
Who'd you sell it to?
Stupid! There's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something that'd reveal who the killer is.
So the killer bought it.
Ah!
I remember you said there was only one because it's a limited item, right?
Ah, it's not limited to one. It's more like it's limited to one person.
What's the difference?
When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes.
Like I said earlier, it was a fake. For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off. Okay, well, there's that.
Now then, I should forget that I carelessly made a slip of the tongue. Looks like the preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right away. This is exciting! Exciting!
Oh, how exciting! Can't wait to watch a terrible movie. There we go. Movie theater inside theater. There are not this many people on this island.
I apologize for keeping you waiting. World-famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to tears.
That's not a good thing. Like, you're not Toy Story 3. You bringing audiences to tears is not... that's guaranteed it's not what you're going for here. From the title alone, I have a bad feeling about this. 2 and 5D sound so half-assed. Oh, the self-awareness is off the charts.
Relax and enjoy the film.
Now I'm gonna be a movie critic.
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates.
I already regret my life choices.
One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise. And was whisked away to Monami's country. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change. So he began his journey to see the wizard Monami, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends. Monokuma met a Monami scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide, the Monami scarecrow hanged herself and died. He also met a Monami lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows. He also met a Monami tin man who was missing a heart. So Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron. After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monami, the great and powerful. Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monami. And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her. With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury.
This is pain.
And he lived happily ever after. The end.
And it was at that moment that Trevor knew he was going to walk into the ocean and never come back.
Man, movies are the best! That drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissues, one for each head. Now then, let's meet again at the class trial. Goodbye! Bye-bye!
I'm too disgusted to even let out a sigh right now. That's all I can say to describe the situation. Okay, that sure was a thing, wasn't it? How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. It was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. Is it even okay to call that a movie? Well, I mean, if you want to get technical about it, not really, because it doesn't meet the standard length for a movie. A short film, you could call that, and yeah, that was definitely the worst short film I've ever seen. And that's including some of the crap that I saw my friends make in high school for, like, film and video classes and all that, which is that's just really saying something. It's like he said that characters who were killed in the movie match the victims in this case. Ibuki said the hanging matched the Scarecrow's death in that movie. Yeah, thanks, I got that. Thanks, I got it. It would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed... The irony, by the way, in being that this movie in and of itself is an imitation of The Wizard of Oz, technically speaking, so it's just... Perhaps the killer is upset about that right now, or if the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder, they should be upset about it. I'm not sure if that's even true. Yeah, just no one will be stupid enough to base their entire plan off of this. Okay, are we done now? Can we leave? Alright, let's go. Bye. Bye, Nagito. I'm not sure what was worse, the fact that we had to watch it with him or the fact that we had to watch the movie at all. Anyway, let's go to the hospital. The last place that we've yet to look. Or, I mean, the last place we've yet to examine today, of which I'm sure will hold the most amount of... Oh, great! My favorite! My favorite. Hey, you prepared that surveillance camera unit, right? Yeah, so I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. You know, the best way to convince people that you're not suspicious is to say, I'm, like, not suspicious. Totally. Didn't you get us from that shady-looking alley where all those machines were lined up? Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. Then if there are other surveillance camera units, wouldn't it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras, too? No, that's impossible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. The video that was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed from the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed with the music venue camera can only be seen on the music venue monitor. But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you guys are able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number, so even if you bring the same model camera or monitor, you won't be able to interfere with that signal. Seriously, meaning even if another surveillance camera exists, it'd be impossible to broadcast with it. However, I didn't just swap the cameras, I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been able to use it. You're right, you did work on that. Totally not setting up for the fact that someone else could have used their own transmission from right inside this hospital. Anyway. So, do you want me to check this out then? There's a surveillance camera unit on top of the reception desk. As long as the music venue surveillance camera unit is destroyed, it's possible to broadcast with this.
Hajime.
Hey, Hajime, there's something I want to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with this camera? Oh, I also wanted to ask you that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey.
Tell me, Hajime.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video in that surveillance camera unit. Yeah, I saw it, and then my stupid brain didn't figure out that, hey, stepladder plus noose equals bad things. Let's go run over to the music venue to make sure nothing bad happens. He just stood around on his ass, just watching the movie, as if there was nothing wrong here whatsoever. Yeah, we know what happened. And we know that you failed to get off your ass and do something about it. Well, if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions so things can still show up even in the dark. But the one I got for the machine alley was a really old model.
Hold on. At the time you said you didn't know the person was wearing the handbag was Ibuki, right?
Yeah? You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself. So you rushed over to the music venue to try to stop her. But I didn't make it in time. Yeah, because you waited. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered. She was already dead. But the fact that you waited so goddamn long is just stupid. Does that mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer? Ibuki committed suicide? What do you think, Chiaki?
There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right?
I don't know about that.
If so,
Hey, don't think for... Actually, wait. That brings an interesting question. So, maybe it wasn't pre-recorded. Maybe it was because they haven't established how it could have been pre-recorded. I don't even know how you would have set that up with video editing and uploading and all that. But it could have been streamed simultaneously from the hospital, which means it would have still been happening in real time, which is it would have been happening from a different location. In which case, the obvious question is, how exactly did whoever was behind the camera, I'm assuming it was Mikon, how did they turn off the video? Because we didn't give up. The video cut short and then we ran to the music venue. Which means that not only did the candle go out, but also the video would have been cut off. Like, it would have stopped streaming. which there's no way she could have done that by herself, right? Maybe they'll explain it, but with the information we have right now, there's no way that you could have turned off blown out the candle and also turned off the video. Of course she doesn't, there's no way to be able to figure that out so easily.
Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. I'm heading over there.
What a coinky-dink. She said the conference room. Why would she mention the conference room all of a sudden? Why do you think, Hajime? Also, I might just be overthinking, but did she seem a little upset? I'd have to read what I got lost in my own thought. What happened? There's no doubt Ibuki can step out on her own, right? There is doubt. There's no doubt. If so, the living so long, you don't just be honest. Oh, that's what happened. Kazuichi was an asshole. That's okay. I completely missed that. I'll be honest. I was so busy thinking about like the mechanics of the case, I just completely forgot that he said that at all. Kazuichi, you absolute prick. Of course, there's no way she'd be able to figure that out so easily. What? You both are... Chiaki is the smartest person out of all of you, and I would have said that... I did say that before I knew she was an AI. You assholes, what are you talking about? Did you seem a little upset? Gee, why do you think she seemed upset? Because her intelligence was just questioned in front of all of you. Oh my god. No, I'm leaving this guy alone. I don't like Soda. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, hey, Akana. Hey, look, an actually good character. Let's talk to her.
Now then.
Phew, I'm finally getting back to my normal self. Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my...
Okay, and we're still going. Back at it again. Wow. Here I was thinking that, alright, we got done talking to Kazuichi, you know, crazy McCreeperson, and it's like, alright, we're done talking to him, let's talk to Akane, a good character, let's have a normal conversation, and then we get to this sentence. Who wrote this? Who wrote this? Who would write this? Okay. I don't. This game. Oh, it gets so much weirder every second it goes on. Oh, do I even want to know what follows this wonderful sentence? No thanks. She was bearable when she was quiet. It would be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. That... She'd beat me up if I said that out loud. Anyway, why are you here?
Hey!
Well, I've never been sick or hurt before, so hey, remember, like, 2 days ago, when you were fighting Nekomaru and your body was covered with blood? Remember that? Remember when that happened? Yeah, so you have been hurt before, you liar. That was fast. Hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one. Don't tell me where you plan to wear hospital gowns from now on. That's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. It looked like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms. There weren't any gowns? Yep, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. If I have no choice, then I should just use Nagito's. It's a unisex size, so I'll probably be able to fit in it. Hold on, what happened to the gown you were wearing? Are you saying I should wear one the other one I already wore? That's gross. Wearing clothes someone else is wearing is even grosser. No time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mikan back at the music venue. Probably gotta go back soon. Well, it's okay since I already investigated the music venue, but leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. Just when you think there's nothing left that this game can do to surprise you, it proves you wrong every single time. Oh boy, alright, well, let's go to the conference room where Chiaki is, because this is definitely the room where where Mikan filmed that video. What's this? It's pitch black, I can't see anything, and where's the switch? Don't turn it on, huh? Chiaki, are you there? If you turn on the light, it's gonna be fully exposed, it'd be embarrassing. What's fully exposed? Hey, Hajime, if you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna poke them out? I'm not gonna poke out my eyes. Ah, bummer. Troll fail. No sooner did she finish saying that, I heard the dry sound of curtains being drawn. There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. I squinted my eyes until they started adjusting to the light. So yeah, that's exactly what, as we predicted, she was trying to test to see if this room could have recreated the things we saw in that video. And I saw Chiaki had finished opening the curtain that was covering the window.
Hey.
Were you surprised?
Surprised I don't get it.
I got it.
Got what?
The curtains in this conference room are designed to completely block out light. There's a projector in here, so they were probably careful about light shining through. See? A black curtain that blocks light, and it's also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect.
A black light blocking curtain, that's why it was so dark. So is something wrong with it?
I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret.
Yep, she's upset. But still, what was all that about? That bit about it being embarrassing if I look and troll fail?
I just wanted to mess with you.
Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? I don't... That's... well, considering how you acted downstairs, I don't know that it's unreasonable for her to play a prank on you, but okay. I guess we're not investigating the hospital. I should move on to a different place. By which you mean the class trial.
Hello! How's everybody doing? It's me, Monokuma! Yay! Awesome! The class trial's gonna start, you know. So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP! I'll see you soon!
It's already time. So, this again. I need to go to that place again. But now's not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hiyoko became victims, in order to find the truth, the only thing I can do is go. Well, let's hope this one makes even more sense than the last one, because, I mean, it's not that that's a hard thing to achieve, considering how... I mean, the last class trial was good at the beginning, it just fell apart at the seams by the ending, so... We'll see how this goes. Hey there, everybody. Everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock, and soon enough...
Is everybody here? Do you guys want to go to the class trial? Hey, jerk, hold it right there. What? Don't get in my way. You're just a dumb little sister who's short a few brain cells. My brain works just fine. Monokuma, what did you do with Nekomaru? I see, so they've come to avenge him. Avenge? That sounds like he died. Sounds like you say. Oops. Anyway, since Nekomaru was unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent. Now then, I gotta go first. Hold on, I won't let you escape.
Hey, did you hear what he said? Don't worry about it, there's no way Nekomaru is dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
Of course he's not dead. There's no way, not in a million years.
Well, importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die.
Well, why are you so excited about that?
Who knows, maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail. Nagito, why are you the way you are? What are you saying, fiend? You'll find out soon enough.
Then let's go.
Oh, joy. Alright, let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. Let's go. Magical escalator. Never gets old. We stepped on the escalator and ascended toward the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock, and that's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our lined up silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller, but I can't turn back now. If I turn back, we won't be able to press forward. And when everyone was inside Monokuma Rock, the elevator began its deep descent as usual. But nobody said a word. As we stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper. And when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. The elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly so. Light poured through from the other side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness. And I walked into that place. Fancy.
It feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. Well, 2 people got killed at the same time, and Nekomaru's not here either. Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him. Why bother? What? Now then, let's begin. It's the beginning of this long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content.
I'll try, but the last one kind of let me down in the end. And so the curtain to the third class trial was about to open. Ibuki Miyota, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. I don't know if I go that far. Hyoki Sainoji, the ultimate traditional dancer, just from looking at her adorable face, you never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. But she was trying to change herself. Was she? Literally, yesterday, she was bad-mouthing everybody. Are you sure about that? The person who killed those 2 is among us. I definitely can't believe it. I don't know why you can't believe it, because it's happened twice before already. But whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. I mean, credit where credit is due, the game's doing a better job at picking out the characters that are actually likable, and they're killing them off early so that, you know, you feel something. So, you know, it's better than the first game in which they consistently killed off all the terrible characters. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out no matter the cost. For our sake, for our friend's sake, for Ibuki and Hyoko's sake. And so, the curtain to the third class trial was about to open. This life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Alright, that was pretty good. That was, I mean, it was way better than the stupid island life, but that investigation, still pretty good. Some unanswered questions that I'm sure will get cleared up in the class trial, but overall, pretty good. Way better than the last episode. That'll be it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time schedule tomorrow for some more Danganronpa 2. Goodbye, Despair. Goodbye.
Danganronpa.